And we have returned. Welcome back to the stream, everybody. Oh, and hello, Lace. Welcome to the stream to you as well. Hopefully you're having a lovely day. However, you have just gone to wash dishes, so there we are. But yeah, that right there was okay. I have a. There's a roundabout reason why I played that song first. That is Two-Face's theme from The Adventures of Batman and Robin, not the cartoon, but the Sega Genesis game based off of the cartoon. So that's the entire soundtrack was done by this guy Jesper Kyd, who I think is a fairly famous composer with that kind of vibe. The soundtrack for that game goes way harder than it has any right to. I've never played it before myself. I've heard it's really difficult, but I've also heard it's really good. Anyway, the reason why I ended up going with that is because I was thinking of Batman the Animated Series earlier today and how good the soundtrack and voice acting and art and everything about that show is. And I was like, Two-Face's theme is like one of the better ones from that show. Maybe I'll just play that before I begin. I usually like to pick a song that's anywhere between 2, maybe max 5 minutes long, because I don't want to, that gives me enough time to get myself sorted and all that jazz. Because all the music in Batman the Animated Series is usually so orchestral, there's multiple sections of each song, so the only version of Two-Face's theme I could find was like 8 minutes long. Really good, but too long for this purpose. But yeah, my love for that series has been well documented on this stream, and the music is a large part of it, because every episode kind of has its own theme variation. Every character has their own theme song. All of the villains have really great music. Speaking of composers, Shirley Walker, she's the one who did most of the music for the animated series, and goddamn was she phenomenal at it. So there we go. That's why I chose that. Speaking of sound, my voice might be a little bit different now. I have once again fiddled with the mic settings because I have a new mic. I completely cut voice meter out of my setup. I mean, I like voice meter, but having to open that and get that set up and then feed it through this and then trying to tack stuff on top of that afterwards, I just looked up a general filter workflow to see how to stack everything up on top of each other in OBS itself, so I didn't have to fuck around with that. So that's where we are with that right now. Although I do need to see, because I think maybe something is... Okay, no, that's active too. The other thing I noticed is that... Or maybe it is working again now? You see, you think I would have tested this prior to this. Okay, I'm just going to briefly turn on the monitor for my mic. Yeah, let's do some testing live. Great, perfect. Because the noise suppression system I was using was NVIDIA's thing, because I've got an NVIDIA card, but it kept telling me that it wasn't working because I didn't update the drivers, despite the fact I know the drivers were updated. So I just started using RN noise instead, but now it's telling me that it's back. So let me take off noise suppression no. Okay, let's leave all that on, and I'm going to turn on the monitoring, so we're going to hear some double here, I think. So I'm just going to keep talking. Yes. Okay. And now maybe a little quieter. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to make the crazy yeah. All right, that seems like it works fine. I'm not going to fuck with it. I'm going to let it ride, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I don't have a lot of time. Shock, I know. But we're going to dive back into Tomodachi Life, see how things are going. I've been playing a little bit of this off stream. Well, of course I have. This has essentially become my therapy. Shit has been... I think I need to turn on another light. Shit has been pretty wild the past couple of months for me, and I one of several things I've been doing to try to keep myself on an evil keel. An evil keel, yes, you know, just so I can be more villainous. Something I've been trying to do to keep myself on an even keel is I've just been diving into Tomodachi Life and watching them do whatever the hell it is they're doing. It makes me feel better about my life. So things have happened. Things have progressed insanely. Well, not insanely, but you'll see what I mean. Let's just I'll give you a rundown of what's happened since last time I streamed, which means I need to go into my photo album, and let's switch over to the capture card and hope it actually works. All right. So, what has happened since? Oh, yeah, you know how Payop was saying that he felt like they wanted to have a kid? They had a kid. I think I've actually gone over these. Most of these aren't terribly important, though. I don't know, I can't remember when a lot of these were taken. Dr. I is posing in front of Payop for some reason. Yeah. Oh, yeah, because I think I mentioned that he wanted them to have a kid. And so then we came back here. All right, let's just start here and move on. Yeah, they're earnestly sharing memories of convicting felons, because that's the thing that Docu Lady and McCoy wanted to talk about to become friends. The zombie and Payop are gossiping about the tastiest garbage, which makes perfect sense, considering the two of them. The princess is just staring at a light. Oh yeah, this was them just playing a little song. Yeah, let's just hear a little bit of the song, I guess. Yeah, so you missed that, but, you know. I've got the marketplace, we can send people to Hawaii. Dr. Ryan and Zomboid were chatting and it made him a little sad for some reason. Donkey Lady's just been spying on McCoy. We had a rock show that was headlined by the Frog Experience, which is apparently a band I started with Dr. I, which is impressive because he only just moved onto the island. Are you ready to rock? Cap asked the crowd rhetorically. Duh, they shouted back sincerely. All parties then proceeded as one would expect, with the loud music whipping the crowd into a frenzy. No word yet on those merch sales, but one attendee noted that the t-shirts were quote-unquote sick. McCoy's upset that that news has nothing to do with him, and then he fell asleep at the fountain. And then he dreamed about talking to a streetlight. But yeah, anyway, here's the main thing. They did have a kid. They've been married for 7 days. This couple's been moving real fast. Look at this child. The tiramisu factors into it pretty heavily, but anyway, they had a daughter and they named her Sid. I let them have full control over that. Tiramisu was her first word. So anyway, I just figured that it'd be good to record these precious memories, like whatever the hell is happening here. They're on the Ferris wheel. I don't have a Ferris wheel yet, so I don't know where the hell they went for this. I've looked at this picture a few times, and I've only just now noticed the princess's arm is in the frame, because of course she's the one taking the picture. Payop cares not for her tantrum. Then there's whatever's happening here. Attacking her mother with a crab. But yeah, this is actually kind of sweet. This made me choke up a little, despite the fact how stupid it is, but it's just this gallery of their life. And their child has grown up, and she is so much taller than her father. And there she is. She mostly turns after Payop, except for her height, the color of her eyebrows, and her mouth. Everything else is just... She even... You'll see when we get into it, but she even has his restless quirk and his walking with tiny steps quirk. My wall is like a museum for all my past financial transactions. Dr. Ra is inviting McCoy to have a seat and chat for a bit. That's what convinced him. Oh, I got into arguments with both Donkey Lady and Payop. I discovered one of my favorite foods is a crepe, and I decided to figure skate. Dr. Ra and McCoy are having some kind of workshop about finding love, which makes sense. Oh, welcome back. But yes, these are my inhabitants so far. They're a motley crew of weirdos. The most normal one is McCoy, and yet he's an absolute sad sack. Oh yeah, it's finally happened. I've been trying to get Donkey Lady and Dr. I together. He showed up to fix her hiccups, because apparently fixing somebody's hiccups is the exact way you get someone to start crushing on you. She immediately fell for him. And I just noticed that they're in the poster. They're in the poster for the clothing store. I never really noticed Dr. I before, but he's so radiant. Oh yeah, I helped the zombie with her hiccups, and she fell in love with me? So she started screaming that at the ocean. Oh look, there's a bot. Let's see if I can get rid of that. Yes, no thanks. I don't know, I can't remember how to get rid of that right now. I'm just gonna leave it. Everyone knows to ignore the bot. That's how you get the Terminator Toms. Yes, keep greeting me with just a nod. I love it so much. Apparently Dr. I's DNA closely resembles that of a tiramisu Steve. He eats a lot of it, so. And then the zombie had a dream about me chasing her on the beach. Oh, also, I have a new hairstyle because apparently, I asked for a new hairstyle, and that's what he chose. Okay, one thing that apparently, quote-unquote, I said in her daydream was that I was going to eat her up. That's a zombie thing, though. You think it'd be the other way around. Oh yeah, McCoy, Donkey Lady wanted to introduce McCoy and Pale to each other. So I decided the thing they should talk about is property law. Because, you know, for context, if you weren't here when I explained it earlier, Payup is a character I created for a Pathfinder campaign. His sneak skill is through the roof, so he's constantly breaking into places. Oh, what, you got the monster costume? It's great. Oh, your Tomodachi demo is passive-aggressively telling you to buy the retail version so you can't do much. Yeah, that was a joke that people had when they played the demo, is once you get 3 people, and when you build the clothing store and give somebody a new outfit, they all stay in their houses and they only talk about features in the new game. In the full release. People have been joking that the clothing store lobotomized their villagers, essentially, so. I don't think you'll find anyone on all of Mihala who's better at property law than me. I mean, normally McCoy is trying homicide cases, but I'm sure he's good at property law too. I heard that Jack was only 3 years old when he started property law. But Payup apparently started at the age of 2. Oh, I gave myself a penguin shirt that I absolutely hated, apparently. I don't know what his problem is. And then we started talking about property law. He really respects folks who are good at property law, which is stupid because he didn't befriend Payup. Oh, also the zombie walked by and a penguin stole a stepladder from TNC Reno. Oh yeah, and Dr. I and the princess started talking about bizarre medical conditions and decided to be friends. And here's Payup and his daughter skulking around. They decided that, okay, so in the span of a day, she decided to move out of her parents' house, then she hung out with her dad for a little bit, and then she was like, I want to move back in. What should I say we should do all day? Breaking and entering is what they're going to be doing all day. Oh, and then I had this weird dream where everyone had my face. Oh, and this is one of the last things I noticed. Payup is so short that when he's sitting at the dinner table with his daughter, he's the one who needs the booster seat. Anyway, and then there's Jen, Donkey Lady, and the princess talking about secrets. Donkey Lady did 8 push-ups in an hour. That's probably a world record, apparently. Of course, Jen had to bring her down on that one. Load up on energy drinks the night before a big run. Great for an extra burst of energy when you need it. Imagine Zomboid was a type of food or drink. What are you thinking of? She's tofu! Anyway. But yeah, that's all that has been missed since the last time I streamed this. I will say this, Lace, if you're on the fence about buying this game, you really should. I mean, it's stupid expensive, as all Switch games are these days, especially first-party ones. But I've been waiting for this game for 10 years, because I played the hell out of the one on the 3DS. And this is everything I wanted and more. The only thing that's missing from this is the concert hall, and I'm hoping that gets added at some point or another. Because I would love it if I can give everybody their weird songs again. Anyway, let's see how they're doing. My island is a bit of a mess because I've just been adding stuff willy-nilly. Mostly I've been getting the people add stuff themselves. What are you doing, Donkey Lady? She seems pretty pleased about something.
I felt a rush of love just now.
What? What are you doing?
Aw, Cap.
Oh god.
Looking lovely as ever. Luca. I got you. Are you okay?
Okay, apparently that made her happy. Good for her. And she's just following Donkey Lady for some reason. How very nonchalant. Oh god, anyway. Oh yeah, but another thing too is... Hey-Up and the Princess's relationship went too well, and I was hoping for more drama. I think we're gonna get that, because you see, Cap has a crush on Jen, but Zomboid has a crush on Cap, and McCoy has a crush on Donkey Lady, but Donkey Lady has a crush on Dr. I. So, I think shit's gonna hit the fan. And I'm here for it. Although weirdly, Cap hasn't really interacted with Jen much at all since he developed a crush on her, which is weird.
Welcome.
Speaking of Jen, ramen, Japanese noodles with pork, egg, and seaweed. Have fun slurping that soup. Masato wrapped in a corn husk and steamed, soft and delectably delicious. Chirimoya, fruit with creamy flesh, at utmost ripeness when starting to brown. And apple juice. The only ingredient is organic local apples. You can't beat that fresh taste.
Thank you very much.
What do you want?
How about a quick game of no repeats?
They keep wanting to play this. And last time I played this with Dr. I, it went on for like 10 minutes. It was nerve-wracking.
No repeats. Food. Apple crumble.
Door handle. No.
Gratin.
Gratin.
Clam chowder.
Avocado.
French toast.
Macadamia nuts.
Lobster.
Rice ball! No, delicious mosquito
Yakitori.
coil. Popcorn. A lot of corn.
Space food.
Minestrone.
Fried plantains.
Buffalo wings. What are you doing to me, man?
Soft serve ice cream.
No, you gotta screw up. Rice.
Calamari.
Come on. Panna cotta?
Panna cotta. Ah, panna cotta is a repeat. That was some high-level playing.
I just said that one, man. You should have known.
Congratulations, you won. Time for your prize. Go ahead, pick one.
I got a historical document. Excellent. What are you doing? Oh, I think she just saw Dr. I and lost her mind. What else we got? I can make somebody a train! Independent's kinda cool. Let's get one of those. Maybe in a red. Maybe I'll get a blue one too, why not? Oh, is anyone in love with each other or besties? Let's go into this house. Well, Payup and the princess are married, and they have this child. And like I said, the zomboid has a crush on Cap. Cap has a crush on Jen. McCoy has a crush on Donkey Lady. Donkey Lady has a crush on Dr. I. So, yeah. Oh no, it's real fun when you get enough people on here that it just becomes this giant tangled web. The reason why I'm trying to force Donkey Lady and Dr. Odd together is they were the power couple in my 3DS version of the game. They got together real quick, they stayed together for the entire time I was playing it, they had 3 kids. And in contrast, and this is going to sound like a weird pairing, Macho Man Randy Savage and Granny Weatherwax had a very short marriage that fell apart very quickly. And then I think Granny Weatherwax ended up with Steve Urkel or something. I can't remember who she... And Macho Man was a sad sack for the rest of that game because I think he could not get over it. Oh, that was easy. Oh. Okay. That's what she calls her father. Let the breaking and entering shenanigans commence. Okay, here, eat your mind cake. It's gotta go in your mouth, not in your head. Good choice. Good choice. Now the princess and Donkey Lady have left, but what's Payup's problem? With his little monster outfit. He loves her so much. It's amazing. Yes, you really should. You make me happy. Keep up the good work. Thanks for hanging out. You are the best cook. You've got a great appetite. You make life cozy. Just thank you. I love your smile. Let me see. This is very simple, but I don't know. I've been having everyone call her my liege. Except for Payup, he calls her my princess, and Sid calls her mum. I like how he pronounced that strangely, but okay. Oh, there's a little picture of Sid back there.
What's going on? This is out of the blue. Well, you truly are who you are, princess.
Oh, you are a
I'll
princess.
never forget this for the rest of my life. My heart is so full.
I love
It
how
just
rock
burst.
solid this family is. See? I don't think anyone's ever gonna top this couple. Cocky lady is bored and wants some company? Why not Dr. I? Why not Dr. I?
Nice to see you. I thought I'd share this with you. Oh, that's too kind. I couldn't possibly accept it. Please, I insist. But it looks so valuable. I just can't. Please, it's nothing. I have too many.
It's a weird thing to have too many of, but
appreciate
okay.
the thought, and that's plenty for me. Nonsense.
Excellent. They're trading jokes about the tastiest garbage. Zomboid is bored and wants some company. Is there anybody she doesn't know yet? Let's see. Okay, there's a few. Sid wandering around? Let's introduce her to Sid. Oh, Sid's all the way up here. Sure. This place is a mess. I really have to try to design the island better eventually. I'm sorry, I can't let you use the bench right now, though. You've got something more important to do.
Pardon me. Could I have a moment? name is Zomboid.
Ah, friends!
How about trading a plan?
Apparently she's also into property law.
Rainbow.
Maybe she should stop chasing after me and go after McCoy. I think that would solve a few problems. Okay, let's go back into here. Because I think I definitely want to get the robot costume. Maybe the floral dress. Let's get one in white, and let's get one in... maybe that sort of light blue color. Travel bag might be fun. Let's get one of those, too. Oh god, what do you two want?
Let's play no repeats with a group.
Why does everybody want to play this game?
No repeats. Food. Shaved ice. Cheese. Drumstick. Salmon Moynier.
Moynier. Quiche.
Tiramisu. Tiramisu was a repeat.
Haha. These guys aren't as good at it as Dr. I is.
Congratulations, you won. Time.
Awesome. Vacuum tube. I am tremendously happy with how McCoy turned out, though. He's the most normal-looking person on the island, but he looks exactly like he should.
I feel like that'll put them.
What's going on with you, Jen?
Hello? My room could use a new vibe.
Yeah, I think you've been sitting in an empty room for way too long. We got something here. Let's see what's in the shop.
Welcome.
There's a couple here I know the actual Jen would like, but... you know, what the actual person would like and what the me would like are two very different things. Maybe either the kitchen set or the bookworm set. I think she'd like either of those. Let's try the bookworm set, except I don't want to give her the same one as McCoy. Yeah, let's give her this one.
Thank you very much. Please come again.
And now I'm almost broke. Yeah. Okay, alright, worked.
It looks great now. Thank you. Anyone who loves power napping is a friend of mine.
Makes sense. Maybe you would like some ramen.
Yum.
Who doesn't enjoy some power napping, right? Yeah, I think you need to get that fixed. Okay. Oh, what's going on down here? They're talking about how the line "the call was coming from inside" fills them with a looming sense of indescribable dread.
The jar was empty. In a shitty farm, even happen tomorrow.
I love the sea. The sea. How is it so vast? The sea.
Okay. Oh, I'm asleep at a bench. Okay, what's going on here? What's your deal, dude? Oh, it's this one again.
What's going on?
Oh, nothing.
Really seems to have problems with that. That's the second time he's had that dream.
Maybe I'm worn out.
That feels too real. The being worn out, not dreaming that everybody has my face.
What's up?
Hey, listen, man. How do you feel about... How do you feel about... Oh, there we go. Coffee.
Yum.
I swear to God, if he hated coffee, then I don't know what I would do.
Voila. What do you think of my new hairdo? I went with something a little more artsy.
You know what? I'm of a mind that I just let them do whatever they want. I may be their mighty overlord, but I am indeed a benevolent leader, so it looks great.
Thanks. I thought so too. In that case, I'll keep it like this for a while.
Yeah, sure. Sure, that's wonderful.
When I talked to Jack about property law, we both got super into it. Now we're friends. You know, I feel like you and I have become very close, mighty overlord. Can I give you a special nickname that only I will use?
My beloved. Considering it is me. Other me.
Other me. Good afternoon, other me. What a wonderful nickname. I'm so happy you're always taking such good care of us.
You can change the name you've asked this me to call you at any time by selecting Lingo from the me menu. The me's on your island are living such vibrant and fulfilling lives. Maybe it's time to build a photo tomo photography to start capturing some picture-perfect memories? Once it's built, you could gather me's and set up fun new types of photo ops. Oh god, where am I gonna put it? Maybe here. Yeah, let's just put it there. I'm gonna need to build a path going out to it, but...
I interrupt to bring you some breaking news. Here's what's happening on our island. Anyone who finally wants to see what they look like will be excited to learn that Phototomo Photography, a premier photo studio, has opened up on Mihala. Island residents can stop in for a quick photo shoot, which is kind of like a selfie that someone else takes for you. These photos can be saved to your system or deleted if you catch someone at a bad angle. Thanks for watching. I'm the princess, and you're up to date.
I do love this game's stupid humor. Okay, we'll check that out in a little bit. Got a few other things I like to do first. For example, let's check out the afternoon market.
Welcome. Save 50% on an Oni costume. I'm
Sounds good to
telling
me.
ya, this is a steal.
Let's get a couple of them.
Wait. Thanks a lot. Be sure to stop by again tonight.
Yeah, the way that the market works is that every morning, afternoon, and night they have different things. It seems like in the afternoon they give you a discount on outfits. During the night you get a mystery bag that's got 3 random things in it. I can't remember what they sell in the morning because I haven't actually done it yet, so, you know, there's that.
Fascinating.
What was the other thing I was gonna do? Oh, let's check the news. Yeah, we haven't checked the news yet. It does! Afternoon market vendor does indeed sound like a fun gig. The one thing I do miss... now granted, this wasn't always the case in the previous game. But, in the previous game, if you didn't have enough Miis, or if they simply didn't feel like doing so, they wouldn't actually cover the stores. There'd be these little block-headed dudes that would show up. I kind of miss the block-headed dudes. I might make one of them and drop them on the island if I can, just cause. Not right now, but later. Okay, so who does McCoy not know yet? Send them over to help him. He doesn't know Sid or the princess, so... that means they're gonna have to drag one of them out of their house, but hey. You know what? I don't want to interrupt their family time. Let's get somebody else to help McCoy. He and I are already bros.
Ahoy. Hello. I'm stuck. Have you tried not doing that? No, I actually haven't.
Sid as in Final Fantasy. Sid, not quite. That's just the
You're
name
the
that
best.
Pay Up and the Princess
Just
came up
doing
with
my
for their
good
kid.
deed for the day.
And I could have changed it if I wanted to, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna let them name their own child. I'm not
That
gonna
was
be that
really fun.
much of a stickler.
Thanks so much.
It was really fun that you helped him with his... Okay. Are there any quirks I haven't given him yet? Okay, I haven't given him an eating one. Let's give him an eating one. Maybe this one. I mean, eventually I'm just going to give them all the quirks and keep switching around, but, you know. I don't know if there's an upper limit to how high their levels can
I
get.
feel like I'm becoming my true self more and more. Talenta, right.
There she is, playing hopscotch by herself. It's a popular pastime on the island. What are you doing? What are you looking at on that computer? Yeah, let's make a new person. Oh, well actually, let's see what Dr. O's problem is, and then we'll make a new person. The absolute swagger of a medical professional.
Hello. I should probably eat a vegetable.
It's part of a balanced diet. You should know this. Do I have a vegetable to give you, though? celery's a vegetable. Yeah, have some celery. Maybe that'll make you feel better.
Yum.
Eat it with your no mouth. Yeah, alright.
When I talked to my liege about bizarre medical conditions, we both got super into it. Instant best buds.
Good. Good. Okay, so before I make a new person, though, maybe I should... Yeah, good job, lads. Maybe I should make some extra space here to put a house. That's not where I wanted to go. This isn't where I'm going to put the house. I'm just filling that space in. Yeah, maybe I'll fill this in and I'll put a house behind this area. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I kind of feel like I want to change the paths too, but let's see. I'm real precise with this stuff. That's a lie. I am very imprecise with this stuff. Okay. Let's put a little bit of sand there, too. And... yeah, let's make a path going across here, and then put it down that way. Cobblestone, grass, clover, dirt. I like the cobblestone better. Let's start replacing everything with cobblestone. Yeah, that looks nicer. I did not mean to do that. Can I fix that? Not that it probably matters, but... what even is that that's underneath there? Oh, it's concrete. Okay. There we go. God damn it. I am not terribly precise with this, am I? Okay. Oop. It's also weird that that hedge is just sitting on concrete, but that's where it can stay for now. I did it again! Okay, let's fill... God damn it. Let's just fill this out and I'll go back and fix my mistakes later. Yeah. Okay, so let's do that. I really gotta start thinking about making custom designs for things too, but I am mildly afraid, because I'm just not great at it, but hey. Well, alright then. Yeah, so I was gonna put a house there. Yeah, I'm just gonna put one right there, I think. Okay. However, if I'm making... Wait, what? Everything went kind of black for a minute. It's weird. I should probably make a path going over to the photo studio as well, but we'll deal with that later. Now! I have a few people in mind I want to make, but I know exactly who I'm going to make right now. I don't think it was on stream when my character asked me about a celebrity I liked. Well, off the top of my head, all I could think about was the frontman of Motorhead, Lemmy Kilmister, who was, you know, been sadly deceased for the last 10 years. 11 years. But he can live on with this on this little island of freaks, so I just need to see, because I made him on the previous island in the previous game. Can't recall what I did to make him though, so. Maybe that face? I don't think I'm going to give him a wickedly tall face, or a wickedly wide face. Maybe that face. Maybe we'll give him that face. That skin tone's probably fine. It's shocking, you think I would know what the man looks like, but I do want to see if I can get this right. Hello, Baked. Welcome back to the stream. Hopefully you're having a lovely day. Okay, I think I can see generally what kind of hair the man had. I think I want to work on the back first. Dude had real long hair, so... Although maybe I should see if there's a set. A set that'll work. Take the guesswork out of it. Although I do actually like getting really specific by adding the two different parts of the hair, so I don't know, I'm probably gonna end up doing that. Not quite. Honestly, that kind of works, weirdly. Or maybe that one. Okay, now let's go back to this and see if I've got... See, because he didn't have much out in the front, so I'm gonna want... That can kind of work for the front. Yeah, let's keep that one up there in mind. Yeah, let's do that one for the front. Let's add a tiny bit of texture to it. Yeah, maybe that. Kind of like that. Alright, so the back. Are some of the longer styles. That one might do. Or I can give him a big old bow on the back of his head. That works too. Yeah, that one looks pretty good. I might go with that. Or you can have pigtails. Why not? Nah, I think that one I was looking at earlier is probably going to be the best one to go with. Yeah, this one. Excellent. So let's do the same thing. That'll be the main color, and I'll step down a little for the subcolor because I don't want it to be super gray. Okay. Now, eyebrows. Kind of bushy and unkempt. No, I don't want to give them the same eyebrows I gave both McCoy and... Yeah, that might work, though, if I thin them out a bit and change them. Or maybe this one, if I turn them? Yeah, I think that might actually work. Oh, I kind of like that. Yeah, that's good. Let's go with that. And let's make them a little bit darker than the rest. Or, nah, it's probably fine like that. Now the eyes. Might want to make them mildly crazy-eyed, let's see. What happens if I... I don't know about that one. Let's try these. Yeah, maybe we'll try those. Space them out a little. And make them a bit smaller. Not that small. That's too small. Well, before I get too far into that, I should actually adjust his eye color. This is me actually looking up what color his eyes were. Apparently they were blue. Yeah, let's make them that color. Let's give them those, except let's make them a little smaller. Yeah, there we go. Maybe he's going to look good. Maybe he's going to end up looking disastrous. Who can say? He had a relatively big schnoz on him, so... Not that big of a schnoz, though, is the thing. Yeah, maybe I'll give him that, except make it a bit smaller. Maybe I'll... Actually, yeah, let's put his nose up a little, but then let's put everything else up, too. Just by one, though. There we go. Alright. I seem to recall the last time I made him for this game, I gave him a rather big stupid grin, so I think I might want to do the same. Yeah, maybe that. Or maybe that one. No, maybe... I kind of like both, but I think I might go with that one instead. Ears don't necessarily matter too much, I don't think. Let's give him those ears, maybe. I don't know how much this is going to look like the man himself, but I guess we'll see now when I get to the end of it. Anyway, this is the most important part here. See, I thought for certain I was able to actually give him pretty close to his actual beard / mustache thing last time, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it as accurate this time. Although I suppose that's what the painting is going to, that's where the painting is going to come into play. I feel like I'm getting somewhere, though. I feel like this actually is starting to look a bit like him. As much as a random me can. See, do I want to do that, or do I want to attempt to draw in his famous moles, which are actually on the left side of his face? Maybe I'll just keep it simple and do this. Yeah, let's just do that. And honestly, that kind of works. I don't know. It could be better. It could be better, but I think it'll do for now. Problem is, it fills in where the mole is, so I'm going to need to move that. It's honestly not bad. It could be better, but it's honestly not bad. Okay, let's add in some lines. Yes, it is Lemmy Kilmister. That's exactly who I'm trying to make. I'm glad that you actually missed me saying that's who it's supposed to be. And then you come back and that's the first thing you think of. It means I'm actually doing a good job. He has turned out shockingly well. I thought it was going to look like absolute shit. Yeah, let's throw up a... Let's... Well, see, the good thing about Lemmy is that he's a very recognizable person, so, it kinda works. I kind of like that. Let's give him that for a little bit of extra texture, shall we say? You know what? That's pretty good. I think I'm gonna stick with that. Do I want to try to... Actually, no. I think I know what I might be able to do. I don't know. Maybe I'm not even going to bother. But let's go back into the hair and see if we've got something that'll cause that to come down and connect a bit more. I mean, that kind of, but it doesn't really fit, I don't think. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I feel like that's... It comes into his eyes a bit too much. See, I kind of like that, though. No, I think I might leave it. I'll leave it for now. Oh, you saw him at a music festival over a decade ago, just months before he passed? Wow! That's pretty good. But I mean, the thing I find wild about him is that I think the last tour he did, the last concert he performed, was less than 20 days before he died, I think? Because he died on the 28th. Yeah, the 28th of December. It was a few days after his birthday. His birthday was Christmas Eve. And I think they got back from tour sometime early December. I think it was like December 5th or 6th was the last show they played. And they had a big birthday bash for him at a bar he used to go to a lot, shortly before he died, too. I myself saw Motorhead on the, I can't remember what month that was. I think it was sometime in the spring, but it was 2011. They were opening for Megadeth, when Megadeth was doing their Gigantour that year, and I went, I mean, I don't mind Megadeth either, don't get me wrong, and the whole show was pretty good. I think it was Lacuna Coil, Volbeat, Motorhead, and Megadeth, but I went there specifically for Motorhead. See, the thing is, I do recall, that was just before Lemmy really started getting sick, because I think after we saw them play that show, it was Kingston. We were in Kingston, Ontario is where they played. I think Motorhead had to drop out of the last couple of dates of that tour because he actually ended up losing his voice. I think he got laryngitis or something. And it was after that point that all of his medical conditions started to snowball. Because, I mean, yeah, think about it. It was 2011. I think it was 2011, 2012? And, so then he died in 2015. So, you know. I think around that year, 2011, is about the time that his medical conditions really started to catch up to him. Because, I mean, he had diabetes for years. And not to mention the fact that all the substances he put in his body for most of his life should have killed him years ago. But he was something of a mutant, so, you know, there's that. But yeah, I've seen a lot of live shows, but I mean, you know, Motorhead is my favorite band, and I still say that was the best show I'd ever been to. And even though I know technically it wasn't, like, it could have been better, but for me, it was like the show, right? And I know I've told this story on stream before, but I'm gonna tell it again because it's one of the most memorable moments I had at a concert. And it was, me and my buddy went to see we went to see that show. I went specifically for Motorhead, and we got there early, so we made certain that we'd be right up in front of the stage. So when Motorhead actually hit the stage, we were standing right in front of Lemmy's amp. Because, from stage perspective, Lemmy was always on the left side of the stage. That's usually where he was positioned. So us facing the stage, we were on the right. So we were standing right in front of his amp, right up against the rail, and I could feel it hitting me every time he strummed that bass. But the best part of it, I can't remember what song they started playing. I don't think it was Sacrifice. I don't think they played Sacrifice that show, which is a shame, because that's my favorite Motorhead song. God, for the life of me, I can't remember what it was. But there was a song they started playing, and there was a mosh pit that had formed behind us already, and we were kind of being buffeted by it while we were jammed up against the rail. But I remember the whole show, standing to our left, there was this old guy. I don't know how, he looked like he had to have been at least, well, I say old guy, I mean he was probably pretty close to Lemmy's own age, maybe a little older. So he might have been close to 70. But he was this wee little old guy, and he was wearing this, like, the white Motorhead shirt you can get, which is one that I myself had for a while. And he was standing there with his hand to his chest, staring up at the stage, and it was like he was having a religious experience, and for all I know, he was, you know? And, I mean, he was short. He was about half my height. And there was a guy who I can only assume was his grandson standing behind him, and he was massive. It was the biggest person I've ever seen. So this dude was standing behind this little old man with his hands on his shoulders, big grin on his face, patting him on the back. And this dude was like my height or a few inches taller, so that means he was probably 6'7", 6'8". He was as wide as 3 of me. He was a wall of a man. But when this song, whatever song it was, when it hit and the mosh pit really started going mental, the big dude got dragged into the mosh pit. And me and my buddy Jay happened to look over and we were like, oh shit. Because there was nothing standing between this little old dude and the mosh pit anymore. So the two of us just kind of shuffled over to stand behind the old guy. And we just kept getting buffeted by people losing their minds in the mosh pit behind us. We nearly got knocked over several times, so we like planted our feet and just shielded this old man from the crowd losing their minds. So anyway, after the song was done and the pit died down, we could see the big dude, his grandson, just stroll out of the pit just shedding people. It was like he was parting the sea. So anyway, he comes up, we shuffle out of his way, he positions himself behind his grandfather again, puts his hands on his shoulders, he looks at us, he nods, and that's it. And I've never forgotten it. I can picture it just as clearly in my head now as if it just happened to me last night. It was the most memorable thing that's ever happened to me at a concert. Because we never spoke to either of these people. We just like, you know, we were like, oh shit, we gotta protect the old guy. And just the mental image of this mountain of a man walking out of the crowd is just phenomenal. Anyway, I was vibrating for days after that concert was over because, again, we were standing right in front of Lemmy's amp and that bass just kept hitting us over and over again. It was making my teeth rattle, which is exactly what I wanted. That I made certain that that's where we were when we ended up getting there. Whew. Anyway, now that I've rambled about that, before we finalize Dear Mr. Killmister, I need to go get myself some more coffee. I'll be right back. But yeah, easily the best concert I've been to. I've been to quite a few, but that was probably my favorite. Anyway, I don't think I'm gonna fuck around with this too much more. I'm just gonna leave it at that. And let's just finalize them. I don't know why I'm swaying like that, but there we are. I mean, he wasn't a short man, but he also wasn't terribly tall. Honestly, he was one of those people that seemed like he was larger than life, but he probably was fairly average height, so let's put him there.
My name is Lemmy.
That's certainly not his voice, though. Yeah, we'll just stick with that for now for him. His birthday was December the 24th. Let's just give him his actual age. This means he's like 80, I think. But you know what? Don't matter. Lemmy is ageless. Yeah, because he was born in 45, I think. Yeah, so he's 80. I gotta double check that, but I'm fairly certain that was indeed his birthday. Yeah, 1945. Yeah, okay.
My name is Lemmy.
My name is Lemmy.
My name is Lemmy. It's nice to meet you. My name is Lemmy. It's nice to meet you. My name is Lemmy. My name is Lemmy. My name is Lemmy.
My name is Lemmy.
Nope.
My name is Lemmy.
My name is Lemmy.
Nope.
My name is Lemmy.
My name is Lemmy. It's nice. My name is Lemmy. It's nice to meet you. My name is Lemmy. It's nice to meet you. My name is Lemmy. My name is Lemmy. It's nice to meet you.
Not bad, not bad.
Today is May 2nd, 2026.
Now, the funny thing about this, I
So,
changed it so that
how
not
does
everyone
this voice
sounded
sound?
British. In this case, it'd be
My
better
name
if he
is
sounded
Lemmy.
British.
It's nice to meet you. Today is May 2nd, 2026. So,
Yeah, see,
how
you
does
can
this
kind of
voice
change
sound?
the accents,
My name is Lemmy.
but you can
It's
only
nice
change
to
the
meet
accents
you.
for everybody.
Today
you know?
is May 2nd, 2026. So, how does this voice sound? My name is Lemmy. My name is Lemmy. My name is Lemmy. It's nice to meet you.
My name is
My name is Lemmy.
It's
It's
pretty
nice
good.
to
It's
meet
pretty good.
you. My name is Lemmy. It's nice to meet you.
Don't think we need him to be
Today-
sing-songy.
My name is Lemmy. My name is Lemmy. It's nice to meet you. My name is Lemmy. It's nice to meet you. Today is May 2nd, 20. My name is Lemmy. It's nice to meet you. Today is May 2nd, 2026.
My name is Lemmy. It's nice to meet you.
I think number 4.
Today
Let's go
is
number
May
4.
2nd, 2020.
He is not. Now, I'm going to cheat and look up the personality types. Just in case, you know, there's a specific type I feel like would fit him. Considerate Daydreamer might work. Outgoing Charmer is another one that might work. Oh no, Outgoing Merrymaker, I think might be the one. No, I think Outgoing Dynamo needs to be the one. Yeah, let's do that. I feel like that's the one that might fit the most. As opposed to, you know, me trying to half-ass it. Now, I feel like I could have picked any of these in a certain order, but this is the specific way to get... Now, see, the funny thing is, I feel like I could go in here and change this afterwards, because it's not fully him, is it? But yeah, anyway. Let's try this, see how it turns out. I love that he's 80. Look at him go! Outgoing Dynamo. Optimistic and passionate, follows their instincts. Sociable, assertive and highly regarded, trusts their own instincts, and easily commands the respect of others. He's spry for an 80-year-old, yeah. Let's build a house for Lemmy. Where the hell? Oh yeah, I was going to put him up here. Yeah, I was going to put the house up here by the newsroom.
Huh? Hey there. It's nice to meet you, mighty overlord. I'm Lemmy.
Yes, you
I'm
are.
an outgoing dynamo who loves getting to know others. People often tell me I'm very passionate. I can't wait to start living here. I always come through in the clutch. People can count on me for that.
Excellent. Now, as is tradition on this island, you get an apple. Everyone gets an apple when they move in.
Yum.
Yeah, his current outfit is pretty... It's something, alright. Let's see if we can find something a bit more fitting for him. Or something more ridiculous. Either way. Do I have anything in my inventory that might fit? I mean, the grunge shirt would probably be a bit better. The skull tee is a bit ridiculous, but still might work. I have a phone call I need to take. I'll be right back. 1 second now. Alright, I have returned. Not for too much longer, however, but we can get Lemmy situated before we stop playing, and maybe see how things are going. Okay, well, at the very least, we can give him the rocker jeans. I feel like that's probably gonna work. Better. You're getting there. You're getting there. We gotta change that shirt, though. That's... that's starting to really throw me. What we got? I mean, the grunge shirt would probably work, but let's see if we can find something better. Spacey sweater! No. Hell, honestly, the grunge shirt's probably the closest I'm gonna get. We need to make him look halfway civil before we end up making him look completely ridiculous. I mean, these aren't quite cowboy boots, but they're close. What are you talking about? You love it! Yeah, let's give him the grunge shirt, and he should be pretty good then. Alright, yeah, that's better. That's more like it, I think. Ah, what's happening?
We interrupt to bring you some breaking news. We've just received some breaking news.
You just said that.
Now that the island is home to 10 residents, we've received a report of the island 5. This represents the overall state of the island. At this time, Mihala's 5 has been established as Ambitious Island. Thanks for watching. I'm Donkey Lady, and you're up to date.
I think we need to give Sid some new clothes too, because she's been wearing the default stuff for too long. By too long, I mean she was only born yesterday. Congratulations on reaching 10 residents on your island. Right now, the place is giving off Ambitious Island vibes. Of course, that's based on the Mies who would live here now, so the island vibe could change as you add new residents. You can check out your island info at any time by pressing X to bring up the menu. The vibe is listed under additional details. That's not all you'll find under the island info, though. You can also see all the island lingo you shared with your residents, or how many ponderings you've resolved. There's so much stuff about Mihala there. It's definitely worth a look sometime. What's going on over here? They're sharing stories about past relationships. Okay. What a complex network we've got going on here. Anyway, what's Jen's deal?
I've gotta warn you, I'm a red light, green light master. Wanna play?
Why not?
Here we go. Green light. Red light. Green light. Red light. Got you moving. You lose, mighty overlord.
Of course, the first person I lose to in red light, green light is Jen.
Hey, you can't win them all, but you can get this as a consolation prize.
I have so many boxes of tissues now. I can cry away my failure. Oh, Lemmy's got a problem. Let's get the doctor. Wait, maybe Dr. Eye's got something else going on. Yep.
I'm locked in the house.
Here, help this man. You're a
Are
doctor.
you alright?
Please, Kid, help me.
Uh-huh. There's the source of the problem.
You might need to use a little more oomph. You're a real lifesaver.
Don't worry about it.
There's a pairing for you.
Dorothy, yeah, hey, Grandma, me.
What's your problem, Zomboid?
Hey there. My look is lacking a certain something. Can you get me some headwear that matches my current outfit?
I both love and hate her voice. I don't remember even getting the pixel sunglasses. Where did that come from? Now see, I could try to give her something ridiculous, but let's give her the beanie. I feel like that fits. Excellent. Yeah! Yeah, you're great.
My dream last night was bonkers. Wish I could remember more about it.
That's right, you read your horror novel. Alone, in your empty house. Excellent. I'm glad to see Lemmy's made a friend. Or an acquaintance, at least. Level 19. Okay. I've just been picking stuff willy-nilly. Let's get some flowers. I do have another wish I can spend, but I think I'll save it for now. Or maybe I won't. Don't really know what that does, but I'll leave that for now. Yeah, let's get that. Good lord, there's so many things going on. Why are you standing in the grass? What do you want?
Do you have a sec? Could you take a photo for me? I'm thinking something action-packed. I'll leave it to you to pick a spot that fits the vibe. Then let's find a spot for the photo shoot.
Okay. So I can just take pictures anywhere on the island. That's interesting. I mean, let's take one directly in front of the fountain, perhaps. Party. Playing tag. Run and jump. Formal. High spirits. Say cheese. I like that one. I think I might go with that. Take it easy. It's showtime. Cheer squad. Congratulations. See you later. Versus. Please listen. That's also pretty good. Chosen ones. On your feet. Huge win. Okay, no. It definitely needs to be... Alright, tell you what. If you want an action-packed picture... Yeah, and I think because Zomboid is crushing on him, she needs to be the one that's directing everyone to get him. uh... Now, either Princess, Sid, or Lemmy. Let's throw Lemmy in there. Alright. There we go, perfect. Oh, I need to get as specific with this as I possibly can. Terrifying. That's the one. Now, for some of these people, it's not really going to matter. Sure. I like the idea of Jen looking over and winking at the zombie for some reason. Now, unfortunately, Dr. I has no expression, because he doesn't have a face, technically. Yeah. And as for Lemmy... Yeah, let's go with that. Excellent. Why did the sound just cut out? I strongly suspect my, my capture card might be starting to die on me. I really hope not. Yeah, let's just take a standard photo.
You totally nailed the vibe I was going for. Awesome work. You totally nailed the vibe I was going
no.
for. Awesome work.
Yeah, I was afraid of that. The sound has gone wonky on me again. This happened last time I was streaming from here, too. Yeah, that's way off. The sound is way off. Well, I mean, I do have to stop soon anyway. I was going to see what everyone's problems were before I stop streaming, but I think I'm gonna have to call it there because this is kind of 7 shades of fuck now. Unless, let's try... No, that's not gonna work. I'm gonna have to completely restart the Switch, I think, for this to change, to be fixed. I mean, my mic died on me recently, so I suppose my capture card is probably on its way out now, too. I don't want to think about that, but here we are. But I think that's gonna have to do for now, anyway. So, with its incredibly off-kilter sound, let's just stop there. And, yeah. Grown-up me's can only fall in love with other grown-ups, and kid me's can only fall in love with other kids. Lovely. Yeah, that's good. It's good that they did that. We don't want to be calling the cops on any of our me's, at least not for that. Anyway. Yeah, unfortunately, I am going to have to stop there. Now, this is about the time I was going to have to stop anyway, but the Switch kind of forced my hand. Although, probably the capture card forced my hand, I guess. But no, it's pretty good. We managed to drop in, get a few things done. Actually, I want to see something. What if I do this? Wait. I think it's straightened out. Maybe I'm not done yet. Okay, all I had to do was switch scenes. I lied to you. I'm not finished yet. Let's see what everyone's up to, and then I'll finish. Oh.
Hello. I want to wear something that really makes me stand out.
More than you already do? Also, there's not much that's going to make you stand out more than being a big one-eyed dragon, I guess. Three-eyed dragon. Although calling him a one-eyed dragon, I swear that's not a, swear that's not a euphemism for anything. Anyway, I'm sorry that pissed you off so much. Have a tamale.
Yum.
Okay, that's better. Yeah, it didn't occur to me just switching scenes on OBS would have righted everything again, but it's good that I know that now.
Hello? I'm hungry.
Welcome! Please come again.
I didn't mean to do that. How do you feel? I haven't given you any nachos yet. Have some nachos.
Yum.
Okay. Yeah, let's see if him walk without swinging his arms. Keeps their upper body still when they walk. Looks kind of unsettling, but whatever.
I feel like I got one step closer to my true self. Mr. Rogers sounded really interested in property law when we talked. I
That's
think
what he
we'll
calls
become
me.
fast friends.
I couldn't think of a nickname, so that's the nickname now. I think I might, unless she doesn't already know Dr. I? She does, okay. Is Lemmy out and about? No, he's home. Well, she doesn't know Jen. Let's have Jen help her. Come with me.
Are you alright?
Please, heck, help
Helps are
me.
the #1 leading cause of friendship and romance. Didn't you know?
Uh-huh. There's the source of the problem.
You might need to use a little more oomph. You're a real lifesaver.
What a relief. You're okay?
Excellent. Oh god, there's a bunch of stuff going on. Look at me just not be done yet, despite the fact I said I was. Oh, he changed his hair back.
Do you have a moment? I would just love it if there were a trash can right here.
I mean, the island's overflowing with garbage, so maybe that's a good idea. I think I've only built one other trash can, so...
Thanks. That'll make life on this island a million times better.
I don't know that you had to put it right in the middle of this area, but whatever works, man.
Sweet.
Alright. That's what he wanted. He's so excited that he could throw away his garbage.
Don't run away.
Yay.
Excellent. I'm so happy that I managed to drop in on them just as they were about to, you know, just as they both fell over.
I did! But did you hear all the talk about embracing chaos and change? Well, that discussion is different than the one we were having about the tastiest garbage, right?
They have wild conversations in this house. I wonder if they're all connected. There's discussing going out for a tiramisu sometimes. It's like the 4th time I've done this, I think, since I started streaming it. May as well end off with that, I guess. Pancakes! Edamame. Roast goose. Coconut. You already said that. Yet nobody's as good at this as Dr. I is. That man's a no-repeats wizard. I got an action movie. Excellent. Nice to see they're still chasing each other. And I'm still fucking around with the maracas by the trash can. I feel like we need to get along better. There's something I'd like to talk about. Music, apparently.
You're so funny.
Hooray!
Well, Tran is a chambo, lacking. Rather hours long video essay.
They're talking an awful lot about nothing and laughing it up. Okay, this time for real. I'm probably going to stop. Now that I've got everyone's problems cleared up. Oh god, this game. Again, as I've been playing this off stream, I think it was last night or the night before, I just sat there watching everybody do stuff without actually even interacting with any of it. There's just something very calming about it. Okay, now, as opposed to the false stop like 10 minutes ago, now, I'm done for the day. I don't know, maybe I'll be back later on this evening to stream something else, but, seems unlikely. Maybe I'll be able to stream something tomorrow. I'm still not sure about that yet, but we'll see how it goes. Let's be honest, at least part of it's probably going to be more of this, because I have a problem. But if you happen to stop by to watch, I thank you very much for doing so, and hopefully you find folks to join me again next time. But until then, as always, I wish you a farewell, and I hope you have a great day. So long for now.